to do a TBR, a September TBR. I did a TBR for the first time last month, and I thought it was awesome. It was so nice for me. I get overwhelmed when I have too many decisions to make, and I have a lot of books that I need to read, and I have a lot of options. I get pretty overwhelmed. Not by the amount of books, but just having to make a decision after I finish reading a book. Like, I get excited. I love choosing out a new book, but there's so many choices. I normally have my husband pick, and then it's normally not the one I want to read, and it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. And so having this TBR and having only a few books to choose from actually really works for me. So having just like a small chunk that I can focus on at a time is really nice. I actually really liked it. Who knew that this thing works? So yeah, I'm gonna do another TBR. I'm really excited about it. So the first one that I am prioritizing, I have to read it this month. I think it's gonna take me a while to finish, but I don't care if it takes me the whole month. I'm gonna finish this book because I'm determined. And that is Dune by Frank Herbert. I am really excited for this one. The movie is coming out October 22nd. So I really wanted to finish this one before it came out. I haven't done that in a while where I read the book before I watch the movie, and I just think that this would be a good one to do it with. I am intimidated by this book, actually. So I have this book, I have the graphic novel, and then the movie's gonna come out. So I feel like even if I do get confused, I should get some clarification from the rest of the adaptations. So that's why I need to read the book first. I don't want to have those in my head before I try and get into this world in the book. I want to be able to have a pretty sturdy idea of it, a better grasp of it before I start experiencing it multiple times. So yeah, this one's about set on the desert planet Arrakis. Dune is the story of the boy Paul Atreides, who would become known as Muad'Dib, and of a great family's ambition to bring to fruition humankind's most ancient and unattainable dream. And that's all it says, is that he's trying to achieve a dream. Okay, great, right? But I think I'm gonna have to like make a list, like a character list, so that way the names don't get all crazy in my head. Try and organize my thoughts because it can get pretty jumbled pretty quick. And I read multiple books at the same time, so I don't want to forget who any of the characters are or get confused. So yeah, I'm really excited. It seems like a challenge to me. Like, I don't read a lot of books like this, so I'm excited for the challenge of saying that I conquered it, because it really does intimidate me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to happen. It's going to not be there in the back of my mind anymore. I do have the second and the third book already, so if I really love it, then you might see me reading this series this winter. Wouldn't that be nice? I think that would be really nice, actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, hopefully I really like this. Next, I decided to pick two books that are somewhat similar, because I did that this month where I read two Dark Academias back to back, and I really liked that. So I wanted to make sure I had two that were semi-similar, like the same kind of realm. And that is Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro and Machines Like Me by Ian McEwan. These are both about AI. I hope I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. Yeah, an artificial friend. So yeah, they're both about AI. This one by Ian McEwan is about falling in love with an AI. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've only read two Ian McEwan, so I would love to add another one to the list. I love his writing. I love his little plot twists at the end. So I'm hoping that this one has something exciting for me. I know that I've read like a couple chapters and I was already really liking it. So I have high hopes for this one. I have very high hopes. And then Clara in the Sun is about an artificial friend who's waiting for a customer to choose her. But when the possibility emerges that her circumstances may change forever, Clara is warned not to invest too much in the promises of humans. This one seems a bit more, well, they both seem pretty deep. And I feel like both of them are really going to make me think about what it is to be human. And I actually picked these two because I just watched Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. That movie was pretty good. It really got me thinking about AI. Because before, when I think of AI, I think about like these books where it's a friend, like a kind of like a robot where they look like a human, you can physically touch them, and that they're learning and they're learning what it is to become human, and it's like a physical thing that you can touch though, and so it's really easy to get mixed up between what is digitalized and what is real, what's just a program, and are these real feelings and stuff. But in Free Guy, they were just like the PC characters. And so it's like you're in the video game and it's like this little character that's talking to you that's not even a real person and it has a whole personality, and I thought it was so crazy. If you haven't watched that movie, it was really cute. It was a little cheesy at the end, but it was still a really good movie. I like that it made me think about that. And I thought it was cute. But yeah, it totally put me in the mood for reading some more AI stuff. So yeah. And this one, I feel like it's gonna be special. I don't know what it is. I look at it and I get so excited. So I really want to read it while I still have that feeling. I feel like once they are on my bookshelves for too long, that feeling will kind of fade away. I'll still be super excited and I'm still going to read all my books, but the longer it sits on the bookshelf, the less excited you get for it. So I do want to pick this one up. I just bought it in my last book haul, and I want to read it while that excitement is still there and it's on the Booker Prize long list, and I just really am looking forward to this one. I might read the Ian McEwan one first just to kind of warm me up into the mood, and then I'll read this one. This one's like, I don't ever get good quality hardcovers, and this one is just, I don't want to crack it yet. I'm gonna wait until I start reading it and then I'll freshly crack the spine. Oh, I love breaking books. It's terrible, but it's fine. So I got 3 books here that I think are going to require a lot of brain power. So these last 2 books I picked because I'm probably going to need a breather somewhere in there, something that's like completely different and is not going to make me think too much. So I picked Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina. This one is a whodunit murder mystery kind of thing, and it's about rich people, like someone getting murdered because they want the inheritance or something like that. I'm not even sure. It's a murder mystery. That's really all I need to know. I think it's gonna be really fast, really gripping. It's gonna make me think, of course, because I'm gonna be wondering who did it, but not that much analytical thinking or organizing my thoughts or anything. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So I have like 3 analytical books and a murder mystery, and I feel like I'm gonna miss the types of books that make my heart hurt, because who doesn't want a book that just makes you want to cry? Of course, naturally. You know, my brain's been doing a lot of thinking. My heart is not really into it yet. So that's why I picked The Invention of Wings by Sue Monk Kidd. I feel like this book is going to break me. And that's really what I'm going to want, honestly, after all this. thinking I'm gonna be doing. My brain is gonna be on overdrive. My heart is not gonna have had enough, you know? Like, it's gotta be a balance. So this one is a triumphant story about the quest for freedom and empowerment. Sue Monk Kidd's third novel presents the extraordinary journeys of two unforgettable women. Hetty Hanfield Grimke, an urban slave in early 19th century Charleston, and Sarah, the Grimke's idealistic daughter. Inspired in part by the historic figure of abolitionist and suffragette Sarah Grimke, Kidd's novel is set in motion on Sarah's 11th birthday, when she is given ownership of 10-year-old Handful. Oh, it's gonna break me. I already know. Like, an 11-year-old that's given a slave for her 11th birthday. It's gonna be all about them. And apparently, I'm gonna want to do some research about Sarah Grimke to see, because it says it's loosely based on that. And she's an abolitionist and suffragette. So yeah, I think it's gonna be beautiful and heartbreaking, and it's really gonna get my emotions flowing. It's not that big. I think it'll just be what I need. So yeah, those are all of my options. I hope I can get to most of them. I actually read like 5 or 6 books this past month. So hopefully I can read these 5 this month. So yeah, but I actually won't be able to read much at work because I got a promotion. We're happy for me. I'm just so excited. So this promotion means that I won't be able to read at work, but it also means that I won't be able to work overtime. So I will have my full 4 days off every week. So hopefully that'll give me more time. What's in your TBR? What books are you excited for this month? There are a lot of new books coming out this month. I know that That Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney is coming out. And Sylvia Moreno Garcia is coming out with a new book. And I'm really debating on getting them. I have more than enough books, but they pique my interest. So we'll see if this stays the same or if I get some of those. I also kind of am interested in doing a sort of readathon where I pick one author and I read a few of their books. Tell me if that sounds interesting to you. I'm thinking about doing a Sally Rooney reading vlog and Penelope Douglas reading vlog, and I can do any other authors really. I just think that would be a lot of fun. I can even do that a Sylvia Moreno Garcia since she's coming out with another book. Yeah, let me know how you feel about that. I think it would be a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night or whatever it is. I'm not one to judge. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.